This episode features a conversation with Clarence Cachagee, the visionary behind Crowshield Lodge, a place for reconciliation, Indigenous land-based teaching, and healing. Filmed at the lodge's peaceful and remote location near New Hamburg, Cachagee shares his vision for a thriving community which is founded on unity, equality, and understanding.
My name is Clarence Cachagee. I'm the founder and visionary behind Crowshield Lodge. Wache, ane, baju, sego. I am Kiwe Tinwe Nane. That translates into North Wind Man. I'm from the people of the Mushkegowuk, people of the river, Fox Lake Reserve, Chapel Cree First Nation Bear Clan, and I am a beautiful person. So, how did this vision come to me about Crowshield Lodge? It came fast and it came hard about 5 years ago. I wanted to try to think of a way to bring people back out to the land, to get them reconnected to the land. Once people make that connection to the land, they start to make that deep connection with themselves. Being land-based people, the land is us and we are the land. But one of the biggest barriers that we have always found as the original people of this land is access to the land. That's one of the biggest barriers that we have always found. We used to be able to travel freely on all of this land, which we call Canada, and Turtle Island, which is North America. But it's not like that anymore. So barriers to the land was one of the biggest things. So I wanted to start forming relationships with organizations or private landowners to see if we could make that possible. A couple friends of mine, one was an ecologist, and he gave me a couple emails. And he gave me these emails of people that he thought might warm up to the idea of bringing the lodge, or bringing Crowshield Lodge, back to the region of Waterloo. The first person I messaged was Jennifer Fenning, and biggest organic farmer in Wilmot, probably around in our region. And after I sent that email, a day later she replied back. We had a conversation, and when we met, she said this is exactly what she was hoping to do. Form relationships with Indigenous people or organizations so that they could start sharing the land that they have. When we came back to this site, this location, it just felt right. It just felt right. There's a certain connection that's going on in this forest that we didn't know about. But once we did our protocols and we said our prayers and we put down lots of tobacco, and we were able to locate the 4 sites that the pillars rest on, then we started to clear and prepare the sites. Now, with clearing and preparing those sites, we didn't just come in here in a weekend with 100 or 200 people and just, cut trees down and disturb everything. We did it very mindfully and very respectfully, because that's the way that we should be doing it, because we're a part of a very, very delicate ecosystem, and this isn't our home. We're actually coming in to somebody else's home and disturbing it, so we're shocking the land. So what we did is we came in here with a team of maybe 20 people, and we came in for 4 hours, and then we'd go back out. We would have a feast, and then we would let the land adjust and adapt, and then 1 or 2 weeks later we would come out again. And then in about 2 months, we had everything constructed that we needed to do. Been in lots and lots of conversations with the region, because we wanted the region to walk with us on this journey. The region was the first people we went to when we invited them to come on this journey with us. And almost 2 years later, last week, we were just given the okay that we're going to be building our second site on regional property at the Ken Sealing Museum. So what you're in right now, this is our teaching lodge. This is a safe space that we've created. Everything comes here from, except the tarps, it's all from the land, and we built this together with the men and the women and the elders. What we do in this is we lean into some very hard conversations in this lodge. We help people unlearn. We give them starting points. At Crowshield Lodge, what we never do is we don't call people out, but what we do is we create a safe space to call people in, where we can lean into those hard discussions. Crowshield Lodge isn't about blaming or shaming, but we're all about telling the truth. And what we do is we bring in facilitators, and we can tailor our workshops to whatever organization's needs are. But we talk about allyship. We talk about reconciliation. We talk about the truth. We talk about the child welfare system. We talk about all of the truths that have happened in our country that a lot of people are not aware of. And with that, we're planting seeds. We're helping people unlearn, but we're giving them a starting point. And that's what we've found. So many people, they want to help. They want to know how to help. How can I become an ally? Or what can I do for reconciliation? What we do is we bring them in here and we have those conversations with them. And it's, I can say in the past year, we brought to this land-based site, we have brought over 400 people here. We brought international students, we brought new Canadians, we brought faith-based groups out, we brought schools out, we brought colleges out, we brought universities out. And we brought the Crime Prevention Council out here, which is all the leaders from our region. And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing to have them all sitting here together. Crow Shield Lodge sits on 4 pillars. Those 4 pillars that Crow Shield sits on is healing, education, land stewardship, and reconciliation. We wanted to put that last one in there, reconciliation, so that we could get to the truth. Because today it's always about truth and reconciliation. There has to be a lot more truths talked about and disclosed before anything can get reconciled. So I just like to push reconciliation out of the way, and let's talk about the truth. And let's talk about allyship. Allyship is attainable. Reconciliation isn't going to happen in my time. It's not going to happen in the lifetime of my children. It's going to take 7 generations to repair the effects of the residential schools. So these structures all sit on those pillars, right? Each structure, the teaching lodge, the teepee, the wall tent, and the sweat lodge, they all pair up with those pillars in Crow Shield Lodge, those 4 structures. And with bringing over 400 people out to this land-based site in the past year, just think of all those people's lives that we've connected with, where we have helped them heal, we've helped them unlearn, we've educated them, and what we've given them is an experience that they've never had before. When people come out to Crow Shield Lodge, automatically they're equal, right? We bring them into a space, we bring them into a circle, and as soon as you come into our circle, you're equal. There's no one in front of you, there's no one behind you, there's no one above you, there's no one below you. And then they have a sense of belonging that they've never had before. They have a sense of connectedness they've never had before. And this is all with Indigenous and non-Indigenous people sitting together, healing together, unlearning together. And that's the beauty of Crow Shield Lodge.